All right, it's Friday night. I'm at Wisconsin International Raceway. Going to make some passes. Just a test and tune night. I don't think I'm going to go crazy tonight. I kind of just want to spend some time feeling the truck back out again after redoing the heads and putting new valves in it. And I'd like to spend some time kind of dialing in the low boost stuff. I didn't really do that. Like 6 to 8 pounds is good on wastegate, and then I have it set to like 30 pounds. I know where that goes, 25 to 30, but I want to dial in like 10 to 20. I'd like to spend some time doing that. Also like to maybe get some files for like a 10.0 tune and maybe a 950 tune and see kind of where that stuff's at. So it'd be nice to have files set up for that already, and tonight might be a good night to do that. I lost my GoPro, so I'm going to try to do some recording with my phone. I have this camera also, and someone's going to record outside for me. We'll see how it goes.
Here we go, here we go.
First pass I'm just going to make on wastegate, so it should be about 6 pounds, 7 pounds, and then we'll see what it does turned all the way down. It'll give me a chance to kind of dial in the fuel and stuff and test the track. It's been like 9 months since I made a pass on the truck. I gotta try to remember what to do. Line lock, trans brake. That track felt a little squirrely. I was only 6 pounds. Don't know where tire pressure or anything is. I didn't check any of that. Thank you. Alright, well, 1,660 foot, and it went 11.2 at 120 on 6 pounds. Well, that's not too bad. Not for 6 pounds. Alright, so I'm going to give it a little duty cycle this time. The last pass averaged 5.8 pounds for the pass, so. And I also had my fuel pumps, my secondary pumps to turn on at 7 pounds, so that whole pass it was only on 1 pump. So, didn't really affect much, but I could see the pressure wasn't really holding like it should have been, but so adjusted that, doing 32% duty cycle now. We'll see where that ends up. Pounds. Waiting for the other guy, but I don't think he ever left the tree. I don't think he left the line. Alright, so I have my dial boost setting on setting 11, which is where I want it to be on 11 pounds, and it made 9. So my next setting below that is 9, so I'll be able to take that 32% duty cycle and put it in the 9 setting now. So that's kind of what I want to do, is just like get all that stuff figured out, because last year I was just like trying to go fast, so all I really had was wastegate
and then go fast. Alright, so that was a 10.7 at 127 with a 1.660 foot. I have a hard time getting to 60 foot at this track. This truck is usually like a 1.5, 1.6 at this track. But yeah, 10.7 on like 8 to 9 pounds. It's a lot better, a lot more efficient than it used to be when it went 10.7. But it was a lot heavier before, and it was four-wheel drive with street tires. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. 9 pounds is those 10s, so then it'd be nice to know like what setting I need for like a 10.5 or a 10.0.
All right, 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
Alright, boost was kind of all over the place. The car says Nightmare Garage on YouTube on it, that I just went with. I've never seen the channel, but I'll check it out. Nightmare Garage. Someone here said the channel's pretty funny, so we'll check it out. Yep, so I had duty cycle set at 40 that time. But it was kind of in and out of boost, so I'll have to see what it was doing on the log, if it was like spiking the boost too high and pulling it back down, or what it was doing. Alright, 10.7 at 127 again, 1.660 foot. So basically same pass. And boost was all up and down. It wasn't consistent around 9 like last time. It was like as low as 7, as high as 10. Alright, so I found something on the log and figured out why it was dropping boost. So it was flatlining the boost, and then all of a sudden it would drop off. And my target was dropping because my RPM was dropping. So I have a target dome offset table in there that offsets the boost target if it drops below a certain RPM. So I have it gradually pulling target if it drops too low in RPM. So because my shift points, I didn't change my shift points, and I'm making 8 pounds, 9 pounds instead of 25, 28 pounds, my shift parameters are all different now, and the RPM drop is dropping a lot more. It was shifting at like 65 with the 1.2 and 7 on the 2.3, and then my RPM drop is like 1600 RPM now, 1500, because it's lower power. So what it was doing was it was offsetting the target boost number because the RPM was dropping. So I fixed all that, and then I raised the duty cycle a little bit because it only peaked out at like 10.2 pounds or something. So I went up another 5% on the duty cycle, and it should flatline it this time, and then we'll get a better number. out faster. I don't think the launch was that great. It was not a good burnout.
Good.
Thanks. All right, 1040. 1040 at 129. 1560 foot. All right. We're getting somewhere. This will be good. Just nice, easy, relaxing day just to get some data and dial in the rest of the file. So that'll be nice. All right. So I don't think it actually saved the file, or I think I forgot to change the number. I went to 40% duty cycle. I thought I went to 45 and it didn't. I didn't change it to 45. So I went 1040 just with the RPM change. So I increased the shift RPM because the shift drop is less. So now I increased it about 500 RPM on the 1.2 and then like 300 on the 2.3. So the pickup from 10.7 to 10.4 was just from the RPM change on the shift. So now I increased it to 45% duty cycle. The last pass was a pretty flat line, 9.5 pounds of boost the whole time. So now I went to 45% and we'll go from there.
Holy moly. That was cooking a little bit. That was about 13 pounds. Left lane blew the tires off a little bit. Coolant pressure's right at 15. Coolant temp is at 209. That was about 13 pounds. I think I saw 13 and then I saw a little bit of like mid 12s. But that felt pretty good. That passed it. Thank you. At 9.9 at 136, it was a 150, 160 foot. 994 at 136. I'm like 12, 13 pounds. So she's cooking. That's pretty good. I like that. Now I got settings, I'm starting to get some settings figured out, so that's good. Up to, I'm up to 13 pounds. So my dial notches go 6, 9, 11, 14, 16, 18, 21, 23, 25, 28, and 30. So those are all the dial notches. So that's what I'm trying to dial in, is like every one of those settings. So it'll take a little bit, but yeah, I got the 990 to finish the night. 994, I'm happy with that.